So we made a lot of progress on the display today. We got RJ.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Oh, Thomas is stuck. There we go. Nothing a little beat in the wood don't fix.
This is how the red-headed stuff out.
Hello. And RJ is going to have a cool video coming out soon with the Osmo action, doing some cool close-ups with it.
It'll be a while.
So I still need to get some more track to complete this one to go around. So I do got to get out to the train store. Just haven't had time with all the snow. Yeah, he's got it. Stephanie said not to forget giving you your shirt.
I already got it. Like a month ago. I've worn it like 6 times. No, 3 times.
And RJ's being attacked by the black cat.
Hey, look, you're famous.
Mavis is famous.
Now, up top here, we are actually going to build the 6,000 piece Lego Harry Potter castle, which I actually just asked him today if he'd be interested in assisting building. Still have to order it, but essentially this track, I'm actually going to have this track here painted white so it looks like snow. We're going to lay snow down across all of this. We're going to put the castle in the middle and have a whole Harry Potter Christmas theme up top here. And you guys are already aware of what we're doing with the Budweiser setup and our progress with the Thomas setup. So I'm going to put you guys back on the tripod, and feel free to stick around and watch. Oh, they like it. I will say this though, the house is very loud now. What? Say something? Hi, Frank. So guys, I do want to know what your favorite train is that is on the display. There's quite a few of them. We got the...
You got a question there.
Oh, who said something? RJ.
Ask the question. I want to know if it was your design for the 3 levels.
Yep. Yeah. Considering I don't have a lot of space, and I wanted multiple trains, and I was dead set on the O gauge. My idea was to make a small display, and considering I wanted multiple, just kind of build them up on top of each other. So that's where the 3 levels come into play. But let me know what your favorite train is. Down below we've got the Thomas, which is great for the kids, which is why I did that. And then in the middle we've got more realistic. We've got the Budweiser, we've got the Conrail. And, obviously it's not finished yet. That's why nothing else is moving on there. And then the upper level we have the Harry Potter Hogwarts Express, which we're going to do a whole Harry Potter theme for a Christmas style theme up top. So one of these days, RJ's going to come over and we're actually going to be painting the track white so that way it looks like it has snow on it. And then when we put a snow layer, because like you guys can see, we've got the green grass mat at the bottom and in the middle, but on the top we were going to find something that's snow and we're going to put that up there, but we're going to make it so that way the track actually matches. And I know that Lionel does make a fast track that's already colored white, but they only come in the straight and the curved pieces. They don't actually have all the short little extensions. So instead of painting a few and spending extra money to get the already painted pieces, we're just going to take track that we already have and go ahead and actually just paint it. The only crappy thing, and I don't know why, but Thomas sometimes gets stuck. But luckily, since he's on the bottom layer, all you have to do is go underneath the board and just kind of knock a little bit, and it'll get him fixed up. No, he's just having fun playing with the trains.
The only way I get to play with trains is here or Jay's. I'm going to take advantage of it.
I'm actually going to try to not shake you guys up too much. But here we go. So RJ just took the he took the steamer off and put the diesel on. You know, one thing that's funny about my house is we have all these Budweiser trains, but what are we over here drinking? Something's wrong with me.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah, so I also want to point out to you guys that for the Thomas layer down here, we actually did go ahead finally and screw down the train tracks, so they are actually bolted into place, and we do have some nice lighting. We just have to get the wires, you know, tucked up and secured. got a lot of trains going on here. How about just keep this going all the way up through the roof? Why not? We are in my living room. What I would call the Apocalypse Railway. It's a good name. That works. Yeah, so this is all, you know, in the works. We still have a ton more to do to this. But RJ came over and assisted with building a third level for this. So there's loads more to come. Alright, so I'm going to bring you guys back to the tripod for those that haven't seen yet. So this is all, oops, get you guys in here. This is all 3 layers in action. Yeah, and honestly, I've been wanting to do a train set. The only problem is like, this is basically the space I have to do it. And I didn't want N or HO gauge. I wanted something bigger. I like the bigger trains. And I wanted multiple sets, and I didn't know how to do it. So I put some thought into it, and I finally realized, I'm like, hey, you know what? If I make a train table, I can just put another table on top. So I ended up, from the get-go, decided to make a 3-level train display. So that way there's actually 3 different total sceneries, because in the near future we are going to be doing, you know, the whole works to making the sceneries for these. And, you know, honestly, it's good proof that you can have a O-gauge layout with multiple trains going and have a limited space. I think, honestly, once this gets done, it's going to be incredible. I have really good plans for it. You know, I definitely am, you know, happy with the way that this is turning out. And just as another note too, so right here is actually plexiglass. The front's open currently, but right here is plexiglass. I still need the plexiglass here and this final top layer. But the back here and here is going to just be plywood, and we're going to do some scenery stuff to it, as well as building some mountains and things like that going on. So if you guys are into this kind of stuff, then make sure that, you know, you're sticking around for it. And if you guys have any ideas, feel free. I mean, this is a totally off the top of my head design right here. And if you guys do have any input or, you know, thoughts on how we can actually make this even cooler, totally feel free to leave a comment and let me know. And one thing that I will tell you guys as a teaser, I haven't actually revealed it yet, but you know what? Hold on, I'll go get it. Stay with me. Alright, so what you guys have not seen yet, and I'm showing to you for the first time on here on the live stream, is this. How's that coming up on camera? Can you see it or no?
Just give me the picture. It's kind of dark.
Okay. We have a G scale. So this is a Pennsylvania train, and we are actually going to be adding this outside. We are going to be building a outside train display, and I've been meaning to do a video on this, but I wanted to do a video with this sitting outside, you know, just because it is the garden scale, and because of all the snow and everything, I haven't been able to do that, but I have had this for quite some time now. So you guys are actually getting the very first look at the G-scale train that's going to be going outside. So stay tuned for a video for this, as well as the build and setup for the garden scale. Once spring comes around, we will be putting this outside.
And I'm insanely jealous over that thing. I wanted just to put it on a shelf in my room.
So yeah, this is what grown adults do in their free time. We just sit here and play with bigger toys. And the cool thing is once that track is actually set up outside, there are different plows that you can equip to the front of it. So we can actually make videos of it plowing snow out of the way. We can have it running in the rain. There's all different types of videos we can make with that outside, and I think are going to be completely phenomenal. Honestly, it'd be cool if I'm filming a train and a bear walks by it. That'd be cool too, honestly. And considering where I live, you know, bear are quite frequent. So, you know, definitely look forward to those videos. But like I said, so you guys that are watching the live stream just got a very sneak peek at something I've been dying to show you guys. You know, one thing I did notice after like having a train set up, if I was to just like put them all on and crash on the couch and just sit here and watch them, it's very calming and actually can make you like fall asleep if you need to fall asleep. Like it's a very soothing, like, I don't know, it's weird, but I find myself wanting to go to sleep watching them. Do you feel that same way, RJ?
What's that?
That it's just like relaxing watching them.
Definitely.
It's because there's been times I sat on the couch watching them, and I just like felt like I could fall asleep.
Yeah.
It's just like it's like comforting.
That's how it is when I'm up at Jay's with his layout too. It's like you get entranced in it. You feel like you're there. It's pretty cool. Uh-oh, we're in trouble.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, look who's over at the house. You better hurry home. So we finally got the display finished as far as levels go. Harry Potter, Budweiser, and the Thomas. So RJ came over and assisted with that today. well, we'll be here. So as soon as you get home, and then you can come play with some trains with us.
Stereo over here. Delayed stereo.
I'm just waiting for the alternator to come. Once that comes, then I'm going to replace it, and then it'll be pretty much back on the road.
Need that alternator to alternate.
I did notice that in my last video where I was talking about driving the Mustang for the hearse, a couple people actually recommended bringing the Jeep. I do want to actually throw out there, I don't think it would survive the trip. With how many miles... Yeah, with how many miles are on that, and with how heavy it is, and the size of the tires, and actually it needs to be re-geared for the tires, and it's not. The Jeep is something that wouldn't be able to actually survive that trip. I think that would be getting towed back before the hearse does.
Probably would have been okay if we left the stock wheels and tires on it.
Yeah, if I left it stock, it would have been all right.
But it's a toy. It's not meant for trips.
Yeah. Hey, Sparky.
Trip in style. Sparky!
See what you guys did to me? See what you guys... This is partially your fault, too. This is your fault, too, for making all these cool train videos. Now I'm like, this happened.
We're hooked. We got you hooked.
He said, that's it, blame me.
What's
So,
that?
he said, that's it, blame me.
Hey, I'll blame them all day long because it's a good way to blame somebody.
Since you haven't seen it yet, I'll give you the grand tour. We have 3 levels, all O gauge. That's what I wanted to stick with. Down here for the kids, I put Thomas, so that way it's easy for them to view. On the lower level, we've got all the O gauge trains. Some lighting so far. I just need to do like a whole scenery going on for it, which is something that's going to end up happening. But this is everything here is Lionel. I've done all Lionel O gauge. Then the second level, we have Budweiser. So we've got the steam locomotive, which actually holds these 3, and we've got the diesel, which holds those 3. The diesel is going to end up being on the outer layer, and this one's going to be on the inner layer. I just don't have enough track yet. I have to get myself to the train store to do that. And then we're going to have the scrapyard scenery here with the Lionel scrapyard, or with the Conrail and another train that I have, as well as a alcohol store and a Budweiser barrel loader. And then up here at the top, we've got the Harry Potter Hogwarts Express, which we're going to end up having the 6,000 piece Harry Potter castle, and we're also going to add the lighting kit to it, so that way it's a perfect looking castle with the train going around it. Now, everything for this layer and this layer is going to be set to scale. This might be a little bit off, but we're actually going to add...
Take that last one from Sparky.
I don't even know how to do that.
How do you like this?
Oh, I didn't know that.
We gotta teach you everything.
Yeah.
He's gotta teach you something. I gotta teach you something. You've been on YouTube longer than I have.
But be careful, Sparky, because if you say any ideas, it might happen.
Yeah, you don't know how deep his wallet is.
Yeah, apparently. So it's funny though, because when we when we came to the meetup that you hosted at Steamtown, I didn't have like any interest in any of this crap, and then yeah.
It really isn't that deep. He's gonna be in debt for the rest of his life.
So, but that's our plan here. 3 layers. Like I said, I didn't want to do N. I didn't want to do HO. I wanted everything to be O gauge. And I figured this was the best way to do it. So we'll have a scenery down there, scenery in the middle, and a scenery up top. Kind of sucks because I want more trains. I don't know if you missed it or not, but we did actually show. I do have a G scale that we're going to be putting outside. It's a Pennsylvania train. We're going to do a G scale during this spring, and we're going to add. We're going to show.
You'll like that.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna set this down on the tripod, and I'm gonna go get that train again. So hold tight. As soon as I can get it in the hole here. There we go.
Over here in the light so you can actually see.
All right, keep him entertained until I come back.
Keep them entertained. Me? How do I entertain people? How does the comic relief entertain you guys, really?
Right. You got that? You got that light?
There's entertainment. Put it over here so you can see it over here.
Oh, well, it's hard because. Okay. Sparky said that you need to sing.
What's that?
He said you need to sing.
Sing? I don't sing.
Making room here. See this? I got too many trains. The funny thing is they're not even all out here yet. See, my problem was I bought trains before I made the layout. Here we go. This is the G scale. It's a Pennsylvania train.
Railroad.
Yep. Like he said, Pennsylvania Railroad. And this is what's going to be going outside, which is going to be freaking awesome. Because somehow I'm like obsessed with. Yeah, you're right. You can never have too many trains, and I'm finding that out myself. It's like getting a tattoo. You get one, and then it just kind of like, I don't know, shit happens, and next thing you know, you have like a whole bunch of them. So.
Hey, the Budweiser train has something to say.
See, I guess we'll just leave that one there for the rest of the video.
Yeah, might as well.
All right, so Sparky, I do want to ask you a question actually while you're on here. So, for this one, I have a weatherproof transformer already for it by it's Pico, I think, Pico or whatever that brand is. I do have that. I don't know, but there is people in there. You can like the wipers and shit. Like, oh, the door does open. Look at that. I didn't even know that. Look at that. The door actually opens.
It's spring loaded too.
Ain't that some shit? I didn't know that.
Huh.
Well, that's cool.
It's spring loaded, so it must, when it's running around, maybe it pops the door open.
Well, for how much that damn thing costs, it better have a door that opens. But anyway, my biggest question is, I don't know what track I should get for this.
I feel like Ralphie right now.
And I don't know what size I need for the turnaround. So a company I talked to actually said I need a 5-foot turnaround for this. I know there's a 4-foot. I don't think I need 5 feet of a turnaround for this, considering both pieces move. Yes, but I actually got this on sale for $400, brand new. So I grabbed it. That's why I ended up grabbing this and decided to do a G scale, because this was like a freaking steal.
You stole that, yo.
Practically. But I just don't know what curve I need, and like I said, I talked to a company, and they said I need a 5-foot curve. I think that's a little ridiculous, considering it has the those two things that move.
Did you notice this too?
Yeah,
now
that
I'm gonna
goes
keep
down.
some things.
Well, yeah, I had to assemble all that.
Oh, you did?
Okay. So he said do the biggest curve I can.
Windows open?
I think for this section,
windows
yeah,
open,
there's actually people in there too.
Wow.
And these fans up here, the fans will actually spin.
Do the wipers work? No.
No.
It's just like my truck.
But
Probably squeaky too.
But the fans actually will spin on it, which is pretty freaking cool. Oh yeah, you can see the guy right there in the window.
I want to see if this door opens too, because these. Oops. Yep. So they get springs on them now. That's what I want.
I mean, my thing is, even if I didn't put this outside, I would definitely just stick it on a shelf.
Yeah,
It's cool as hell.
Pretty sweet.
Oh. My wife wants to see Thomas.
Okay.
Here's Thomas. They're not running. They're chirping.
I was trying to quiet it down.
Come on, RJ. Turn them on, damn it. Well, one of them's blowing a whistle. I'll check that in a second for you, Sparky. He wants to know if the front says GP38 on it.
It looks like a GP38. GP 38-2.
Yep, GP 38-2. Can you bring out the flat plate again? I want to show him that on the... So, just for you to see, right there, GP 38-2. It's definitely
This
cool.
thing is really detailed too. It says 3,000 gallons of fuel right here, emergency fuel shut off, fuel fill. There's the General Motors tag right there.
Yeah. A part of me is like afraid to even put it outside. Honestly.
Stop. Thank you. Fire extinguisher right here. There's the inspection window right there. I mean, this thing is detailed to the hilt. You can see the springs right here.
Yeah, they actually work too. They're
Yeah.
actually functioning springs.
Oh my! And it's heavy. Here you got the step down, flip down step for crossing over. Chain. It's actually a real chain. This thing is like all the handles and eye bolts for lifting. You know, for locomotive shops where they would be able to lift all that out in the real deal. All the air lines and the coupler and everything. It's just really detailed. The connection for it doesn't open, but
Yeah, show it to the top inside if you can. Like aim the light down on the fan.
So there's the fan blades.
And they do actually move. They will actually spin. And smoke will come out of these, but I'm not adding any of the smoke.
You got the bell right here. It's pretty cool. And you got the F for fast. Is that what that means?
That means front.
No, that means
I
front,
at
that's
least
right.
know that. I do at least know that. Wasn't until Jay told me, but
Exactly.
now I
Jay
know.
helped us out with that one. Never knew that until he actually told me that, believe it or not. Because I never really paid attention to it either. I never noticed it on there before, so like any real locomotives. Oh, wow, that even moves. Huh. This would be your disconnect for the coupler from the side. There should actually be something linked to this to here.
Okay, that makes sense, Sparky. So he said the more it costs, the larger the curve.
Yeah.
But what if you get it on sale? No, I get what you're saying. I was messing around.
See, we get to teach each other. We get to learn from each other. That's the best part about this whole thing. And
So, I am really excited to get this one out there. But like I said, with all the snow and everything going on, I haven't even had a chance to even reveal this one. So, there will actually be a video revealing this later. But for everybody that's watching it live, here's your first sneak peek at it.
This is Budweiser 3607. We are up and running. Need to get this train made up. We have a whole bunch of deliveries to make today.
Hey Sparky, what would you recommend for a brand for track for this?
Budweiser 3607 to conductor. 3-step applied. Go ahead and pull the pin. Product is loaded and secured. We are prepped and ready to pull.
I'm getting molested over here. No, you missed it.
This is Budweiser 3607. We are clear to depart. Let's get on our way.
Let's go. Whoa.
Why is it smoking?
What the hell?
That was weird.
That was weird. It just like took off.
Huh.
I tried to do it gradual and slow and it just took off.
Okay, so that was odd. So for some reason the diesel like smoked and just like... That's weird. Wonder what that was about.
Let's see if it does it again. Whoa.
That was weird.
The remote's not even on.
Yeah, lift it off. Huh. Wonder what's going on with that.
It's still smoking. Yeah, it's burning up.
Why is it burning
I
up?
don't know.
That doesn't make any
This
sense.
does not make sense at all. Alright, time to bring in the backup.
Okay, well that was like freaking weird.
Disappointing.
Well,
Upsetting.
I mean, at least you guys got to see that live. I don't know why that. I don't know why that happened. Do you want to sit that over here on the space so the cat don't get it?
Give me a second. I want to check it and see what's going on with it.
Okay, so it's nothing wrong with the track. So if you want, why don't we put it down here?
I'm going to try it up here.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. That's a little easier to get to, huh? Well, here, let's go ahead and take this one off.
I'm trying to do.
You can take the cars off, too. You can just stick it on the wood. It's not a big deal.
See, I always learned, even as a kid, that you don't, like when you take them off, now, I don't know if Sparky can confirm this or not, but I was always told you lay them on their side, not to set them on the trucks. That's how I was always taught. I don't know if you can confirm that or not, Sparky. Stop for a second. Sparky's still here. Yeah, he's still here.
I don't know why that happened. Do you know anything about that? Why that, like, just randomly started smoking?
No, I don't know. I didn't see. I'm not paying attention to the chat, so maybe there's just too much power going through that.
I don't know. It's just weird. Though. I never had that happen.
Still doing it up here.
What in the hell is going on with it?
Something's wrong with it. Because I didn't even turn this on.
Hey, Sparky, you have any?
He's an HO guy. He doesn't know much about these.
Well, I'm going to ask him anyway. Do you know anything about why that's doing that? Because that's not exactly normal. Just keep an eye on that chat.
What's that? Oh, sound.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
I don't know. I guess are you answering my question about how to set them down to store them when they're not on track? Yeah, I agree with him. It looks like the motor's burning up.
Why is the motor burning up though?
It's probably made in China. Did I say that out loud?
That just doesn't make any sense why this is going to burn up.
It's defective. Does it have a warranty? Send it back.
Probably does. I just don't understand why it would do that because it hasn't even been ran that much. But it's weird though, because usually as soon as a Lion Chief gets power, that's not what they do.
Yeah, it's not even running the wheels.
The wheels are spinning. Try to remote it.
Go on.
Try pushing it, see what happens.
Sound effects still work.
That wheel is spinning. Why is that? Is there supposed to be a rubber on that wheel? Did a rubber break off?
Which wheel?
It's this one that's spinning. I know there is a rubber on it though. But that one's spinning for some reason and it's not doing anything. I wonder what the hell is going on.
Well, he said it still sounds like a motor turning on.
But it's weird though. A Lion Chief don't usually just go.
Like I said, it might be. It was made in China. See, I told you.
Who's calling?
Hold on. Sparky. Yo. Hello. Yeah, the wheels are spinning on it. And it's, you can hear it just running. Lock the traction tires. Yeah. Huh. But the weird part is it's like it's doing that instantly as soon as you put it on the track, like even with the remote off. With the controller off, yeah, as soon as you put power to the track, it just wants to take off, but it's not moving either. It's just spinning the one wheel. But I'm looking at it right now and I'm like trying to move it by hand and it won't move by hand.
Well, yeah, they won't move by hand.
You got me on stereo. I could be.
So right now, Sparky 107 is on the phone with RJ because he's like, you know, the train master. So trying to see what's going on here.
Yeah, each truck has its own gears, yeah. Mhm. I'm not sure what that's called. Okay. So that would be like I had to take it apart and look inside. It was smoking at one point, yeah. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, there's each one has its own controller. There's the controller for this one, and then the controller for the one that I switched out, and then each of the two in the bottom layout, or the bottom have their own controllers too, so each one has its own controller. What do you mean by, they just have an on-off?
Yeah, they're not like Transformers or a Bluetooth.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking. If you want to look at the screen, there's an on-off, and then it automatically connects. As soon as you turn it on, it pairs automatically. Plus, you can also do settings through. There's an app for it. You can do settings through the app on the phone too. Well, the other. Yeah, well, let me try that. Maybe try turning that one off. Well, that one wasn't on when this one started doing that, too. Because that one's the other locomotive that's on the second level. I swapped it out and I turned that one off.
I'm going to turn all the remotes off.
Yeah, turn them all off.
And let's kill... I'm going to kill all the power to all the other tracks.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay.
Alright, so there is no other trains going at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Right. Well, I definitely appreciate that. It gives me something to look at. So.
Of course, my favorite train.
No, exactly. He did, yeah. These are all his. Right. Okay. 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 I'll let him know that. Cool. Appreciate the call. All right. Thanks. Yeah, definitely. He said to buy a caboose. We need a place to sit. Him and I. All right, man. Take care. Thanks. Bye. Back to the stream. Okay, so he said the warranty, you should be good for a year with the warranty, even without registering the card, as long as you get a receipt for it. You should be able to send it back. But he told me a couple things that I can do to look, take it apart and look at it to see what it's doing. But it sounds like one of the motors may have possibly spun loose or disconnected from, but because definitely smoke is bad, that means, you know, it's burning up. So, which I already knew that, but
It's just, I don't understand why it's trying to automatically go. That doesn't make any sense
it's
to me.
whatever is going on with that motor that's causing it to, something may have disconnected, or
Right.
it's unwinding the motor, or
I'm going to try plugging
trying to listen to everything he was telling me. It was like,
I'm going to try plugging this track in, because it's been a while since that one. I just don't understand what the hell could have happened to it.
plug it in again. Yeah, see, it's the back one just wanting to go. So even with the front connected, the back one's just going. So yeah, we'll have to maybe take it apart, see what's going on. Maybe it's a simple fix.
Yeah. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and end the stream here, just because of all the drama going on. But hopefully you guys enjoyed being able to look at this. So,
We still got other ones?
but we'll let you guys know in an updated video how everything's going with this one, if we have to end up having it replaced or whatnot. But you guys got to see that live, so don't know what happened with the Lionel Budweiser diesel. But no, there's other stuff.
No, don't go yet.
There was other stuff on the track. He did actually switch it out and put the steam locomotive on there, and we did take that one off of that track. And the diesel used to be on this one. We moved it up there, and on both tracks it's not working correctly. So we're not really too sure what's going on with it. But you know, whatever it is,
Phone's going like wacky now.
might not be good. So this is something we'll have fixed, and we will touch base in a later video. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you guys next time.
Party pooper.